Hey everybody, Pepper Nurse 1 here. Today, it's the dogs hitting that. Today, stop. You know what? I'm making a video now. I know, I love you, but you have to stop. Today is the 18th. It is Thursday, March 18th, 2021. And it has been a very rainy, wet day all day long here today at the homestead, which we knew that's what the forecast was calling for, which we were hoping for, because it will wash all the salt off the road, and I will get a chance to get out and ride my Harley very, very soon. So, hopefully Saturday and Sunday. So we will see. Weather's supposed to turn after today, and we're looking at just sunny, beautiful skies moving forward for like the next 4 days at least, and then the temperatures remaining in the 60s after that anyway. So really looking forward to that. Like tomorrow's high, they said it's like 43 or 40 or something like that. It's in the 40s tomorrow, and then we're looking at Saturday's going to be 53, and then Sunday's going to be in the 60s, and then it stays in the 60s for like the next extended 7-day period after that. So looking forward to that. So it's a good time of year to get out and get things done and bang stuff out. So that's absolutely what we're going to be doing. And but I will definitely take some time, get a good ride in on Sunday. I will tell you that. So anyway, right, Max? Yeah. All right. So also, what is coming up this time of year is garage sale season. Love garage sales, guys. You can pick up so many awesome things at garage sales, a lot cheaper than you could going and buying it at the store. There's always that saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. If you can hit estate sales as well, when the older people are dying, there is a lot of really cool vintage older stuff that you can get. So what I have done, I wrote down a few things because I wanted to give you guys an idea of some of the things you should be looking for when you go to these garage sales. Okay, so I gotta get these so I can actually read. All right, cast iron Dutch oven, that type of stuff. Any kind of cast iron that you can pick up, pans. Most of the pans that you see that I have on here, I've picked up, and this isn't even close to all of them. I'll tell you, I got a ton more. Most of it's been garage sales and super cheap. Some of it is, actually, if you look, like that one there says Lodge, and that one's a Lodge one as well, and the one on the very end is a Lodge. But a lot of them, you know, mostly what I pick up at garage sales. I've picked up, I had at one time, I went and picked up like 6 pans, all cast iron pans. From smaller size to bigger size. I got them, I think it was like between $5 and $7, something like that. It was just ridiculously cheap, and it was a great deal, and they were just looking to get rid of them, so I was more than happy to take that off their hands. So any kind of cast iron, Dutch oven, stuff like that, very good to have. Okay, pressure cookers. Okay, the one year I went out, I picked up an All-American canner. At a garage sale. I went and priced what an All-American canner pressure cooker cost, and they generally cost about $250. I picked it up as a bundle with the pressure cooker plus a regular pan, for water bath canning, and I got that for $20. So again, the deals are out there. Definitely take advantage of them. Okay. Next thing is a food mill. So what is that? If you go back and you watch the videos when we were processing the apples, that cone-shaped thing with a wooden dowel that I used to mash the apples, that is a food mill. That's going to keep out the skins, the seeds, and all that type of stuff of whatever you're trying to, to get. If you're trying to get applesauce, or if you're trying to, get juice, or whatever the case may be. Okay, great things to have. Excuse me. I've picked them up at garage sales as well. I think I own like 3 or 4 of them now. So, again, these are things that a lot of times you really just can't get at the store, and they're not made the way that they were made. The older style stuff was made to last, and the stuff now is all crap. Okay. Next thing would be a meat grinder. All right, really good thing to have. You know, so that's basically, it is a tool. You put the meat in, you're turning that handle, and it grinds that meat down for you. Real simple, good to have. Lever arm juicer. That's another thing. You put your apple or your juicer thing in the thing. You bring the thing down, and it juices it for you that way. A French press, you know, for making coffee and stuff like that. Those are good to have as well. All right, a grater. The old style graters had 4 sides. You had to hold the top where you could hold on to it, and then if you were grating cheese or whatever you were grating, you can use whatever side you wanted to do, but you obviously had to be careful, because if you went too close, you could take the tips of your fingers off. So it's really sharp, but a good thing to have. An apple slicer and core, and I think you guys may have seen me use that again when we were using when we were doing applesauce here a couple years ago. It's a circular thing which has got the 2 handles on the side, and there's a circle in the center, and the blades come out, and you basically, it cores your apple, cuts the rest of it into the apple wedges. Really good thing to have. Nothing works better than that. I mean, it's more labor intensive, but really good. Okay. Manual egg beater. Now, obviously everybody has, everything's electric now and stuff like that, but when the time comes, and if there's no power, a manual egg beater will be really good to have. A meat hammer. It basically looks like a hammer, except that it's got the rigid ends underneath, and it's used to flatten out the meat when you're looking to, you know, whatever you're cooking, you beat that meat down a little bit. So those are some of the kitchen tools that you should definitely be looking for. Okay. Some workshop tools. I wanted to go over some of these. Blacksmith forge and anvil. If you can get that at a garage sale, you scoop that up. Or like I said, estate sales, anything like that. Alright. Wood splitting wedges. Really good to have. Real good. Wedges are awesome. When you're cutting down trees, you want to try to make sure you're angling that tree to go the way you want it to go. Using wedges is an awesome thing to have. Obviously with that you need to have your sledgehammer, either handheld or the bigger one. Either one of them will work. Let's see. The next one is called an ADZE. ADZE. And it looks like it's flat with a scooped end. And once you cut trees down, if you're trying to flatten out the surface and take those bumps and stuff out, that's what you use for that. And it'll help smooth everything out. It's probably about that wide, and it's a handheld tool that you use that way. Okay. The next thing is a draw knife. Now, if you were watching one of my recent videos, I picked up a draw knife at an antique shop, and really cool thing to have. You can use it to debark trees. You can also use it if you're like sharpening down, you know, a peg or whatever the case may be. Really good tool to have. Like having it. Let's see. Okay, Ginnets, Ginlets. They drill, they're little tiny drills that drill the small holes when you're trying to drill something out. Really good thing to have as well. Okay, Carpenter's brace. It's used for drilling, and you know that without power, you know, obviously we just use a power tool right now, but without power, you would go back to a carpenter's brace to be. Don't chew on that. You would be using that to, you know, to do any kind of drilling. Okay, a sewing owl, and what that does, like if you're working with leather, and it pokes the holes through for you. So you basically are poking the holes through. So when you're stringing your leather, you know, through that, it's going to be easier to deal with instead of trying to do it with a needle. But it's you know, it's a circular bulb thing with a sharp point, and you use that to make your holes. So it's a really good thing to have. Okay. And then they have the old time nail pullers. Now, everybody has a claw on the back of their hammer. That's one thing. But if you're trying to save the nails to work with and reuse them, an old-time nail puller is definitely the way to go. Some other things that I wanted to talk about as far as when you're looking at tools to pick up at a garage sale, any kind of gardening tools that you can pick up, any kind of pickaxe, any kind of shovels, any kind of rakes, the metal rakes when they really made rakes well. Those old-time tools, even if the handles aren't great, guys, the handles can always be replaced, okay? But those tools, they were built to last. They are not like the junk that we get today. So anytime, I'm going to tell you right now, anytime I go to any kind of garage sale, the first thing I always ask is, do you have any kind of gardening tools or any kind of tools, period? I've picked up hand saws, so many different hand saws that way. And crosscut saws, I've picked those up as well. Awesome things to have. If you can get them, scoop them up, do it. It's really, really good. The old canning jars, one of my neighbors gave me all those old canning jars, okay? You can use those for dry canning. Not dry canning, but dry storage. So, you can the rubber rings, you can pick those up from Tadler, and you have those, and there you go. You've got a great way to store stuff where bugs are not going to get into it. Again, these are things that I think are really cool to have. Anything that you can have that's going to be like the old school stuff that was built to last, that's what you want to try to pick up. My mother was the garage sale queen when we were growing up. I mean, a lot of our clothes, a lot of our things came from garage sales. You can pick up some really good clothing as well, fairly cheap at a garage sale because people are just trying to get rid of stuff. So, again, take advantage of those type of things. I've seen, people pick up a good pair of boots, work, chaps or whatever the case may be. There's all kinds of stuff that you can get. Really good thing to think about. Hit those garage sales, hit those estate sales, check things out, see what you can, the auction houses. Auction houses are funny because things end up getting overpriced. You can go out probably a lot of times and buy things brand new as opposed to, because people just want to buy something at an auction. I don't know why, but that's what happens. But again, I would encourage everybody, garage sales, estate sales are really good sources to pick up some really good quality stuff fairly cheaply. And again, people are trying to get rid of stuff. So definitely take advantage of that, okay? So I got Miss Pandora's here. Miss Hella's on the other side of the camera. She was actually chewing on the leg. We have Max over here. And I'm not sure. I think Caesar's in the front hallway. Wherever I am surrounded by animals. That's just a rule of thumb. So that's what we deal with on a daily basis, but that's okay. So anyway, very wet, rainy day here today, which, again, I'm very happy for. It's going to wash off all the rest of the excessive salt and crap off the roads. And I will definitely be out on that bike. I think Saturday they said 53 for a high. I definitely will be on the bike Saturday for a ride. And I told Becky it's going to be in the 60s on Sunday. And there goes the camera again. It's going to be in the 60s on Sunday. So we're going to get out and ride on Sunday as well. So looking forward to that. Chomping at the bit. Our season is so short up here that anytime you get that opportunity to get out, you get out. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here for now, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to do the one video today. So don't look for a second video later because there won't be one. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you have a great day. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. There's Mr. Caesar. There's Mr. Caesar. What are you doing? Oh, excuse me, Pandora. Sorry. Yes. Hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day how you feel. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also, remember, guys, STD. Step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that is going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. That's it. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive. Stay away from the negativity. You're going to be just fine. Low-key fire today, which is good. Just a kind of foggy, rainy, wet day, which is okay. Mom and Beck were like, well, we would have had to rest today anyway. I said, well, I would have been back out there today, but that's okay. Take the day, relax. We got some nice days coming up here. We're going to be able to get a lot of things done outside. That front area is going to be attacked hard and heavy, and I'm going to be jamming on that. So, looking forward to doing that. So it'll be cool. So before everything starts growing up, hopefully we'll get everything cleared out. So that's the game plan anyway. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here for now. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Be safe. Have a good day. I will see you all tomorrow. I will be live streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So please join me for that. And we will go from there. All right? I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.